I should get the intro music back on this. Dun, dun, dun. No, there's no music. All right. Good morning. Happy Saturday. So, got some work to do today. Not like got some work, but definitely have some fun work. Saturday's a great day because I get to do whatever projects I want to do. So, usually it's like 80% of the time. Now, on Saturday, it's about 100% of the time. But there's some client work things we got to take care of. But at the same time, we're going to be able to build something for us, for the agency, for me and Dave, the Market Messiah marketing team. But first, we're going to do it for a client and then for us. So what we've done is for workshops is setting out personalized invitations. So rather than just sending a DM to someone and saying, hey, I've got a workshop, do you want to join? We're actually sending a personalized invitation that's hosted on the website of us or of our client. So it has a custom URL with the prospect's name there. So personalized link, and then the invitation is actually hyper personalized as well. And it looks like this. And then maybe, so I'm thinking, okay, this is live now, but I'm thinking the invitation shows up. So anyway, that's what we're going to be working on now, how to have hyper personalized workshop outreaches. And then also I've got this new video API that I want to plug into God mode here. So for anyone who doesn't know, share my screen and let's look and see what God mode is. It's the marketing command center that I'm building. And so what I actually wanted was my full screen. There we go. So this is God mode on the left side here. We've got Hermes on the right, my agent. And God mode looks like this. So basically I'm building a command center for marketing. And I was using so many different apps, and a lot of the apps that I was using had lots of fluff, things that I didn't really like, that I didn't care for using, I didn't care for paying for. So I thought, can't I just build some of these apps myself, have it all in one place, and I'm only building out the features that I really want, only using the things that I really want. Like, for example, with outreach or with commenting right now on LinkedIn, rather than buy an entire app with all of the different features, I just now have this engage tab with all of my clients, and I can go to their profiles and I can comment on their profiles. And AI is actually generating even responses here that I can copy and paste. Now I want to build this out a little more. Might buy an API from an app so I can have more features, because I spent a lot of time last night building this out and trying to actually be able to scrape LinkedIn and like get the profiles right here in God mode. But there's a lot of these apps, they have a special API, a special like marketing partner deal with LinkedIn. So it might not actually be possible without some like real robust work here. But anyway, the point is like, hey, I just want to be able to more easily engage with my clients and support their content, because I'm not doing that enough. So now I've got at least something here. So this is something we're going to build out better to make this work. We got this video. Another thing that I want to test out and see is this weigh-in video. So I've been getting these ads on LinkedIn, and at first I was like, okay, cool. This is kind of like Opus Clip or something. Just a way to cut up podcast clips and put captions and all that. But then there's this API integration. I'm like, wow, okay, so maybe I can plug this into God mode, and I can have it as part of the command center. So again, everything is all in one place for me. It's exactly what I'm trying to do with all my marketing. Make it easy, have it all in one place. have it seamless, have everything connected through APIs. And I'm seeing this everywhere. Lots of different apps have these API keys. And it seems to be the way that things are going. And I've seen other people building their own command centers. Again, I'm kind of new to building all of this stuff out for marketing. I'm sure this is a no-brainer for most people, but it seems like everyone's out there creating their own command center. And was really excited about this because I would love, video editing is a part of Orion right now. Oh my God. It's actually, we've got the Orion tab here that it's doing a specific editing and posting process. This is all about doing the Yap video, the 60 to 90-second video. I drop it here. This automatically captions it and creates a post, an AI generated copy that I go in, edit a little bit, and then publishes straight to LinkedIn. So it's like one defined process. And I want to have something, maybe we can plug in Way in Video and I can get this rolling because I've got all these podcast episodes that are out now that I've got to cut up, So anyway, that's on the agenda. First, it's time to pour another cup of coffee. So what are we doing here? I think we're documenting. What we're doing is documenting, not thinking so much, not being so polished, and getting out lots of just content and volume and data. We're just getting data out into the world. And this probably got to be the most important thing here, getting data into the world, because AI can actually sift through all this data too. I've got this whole live stream. It's just easier and easier to pull out the nice clips, to pull the data, things I'm talking about, just create stuff from what I'm doing every day rather than needing to be so focused and so perfect with everything. There's just gold in what I'm doing in my interactions, rather than having to sit down and think, oh, I got to make this perfect clip now. My bananas over there. Got to make this perfect clip now. I'm just going to do what I do and then see how many great clips can come after this. And maybe some of this is just a part of your daily life and you're just seeing little snippets of what I'm doing, and hopefully it's useful for you. And then hopefully, if you're cool, you hire us to do work for you. That's the idea. I gotta find something better here. Background, that's okay. Okay, here we go. So first, let's work on the invitations. Let's work on the worksheet invitations so that we can update the message. So that's what we're doing. Don't need this. What we need to do, we've got a campaign right now that has an invitation going out, and we want to change the copy and see if different copy is going to get us better results. So what I've done is my client in LinkedIn went and downloaded the list of all the people that haven't received the invite yet. And now what I need to do though is we have our original list with all the prospects, and I'm going to need to cross-reference the list of everyone who hasn't received the invite yet with people who have received the invite, so that I'm only creating new outreaches for people who haven't gotten it yet. And then from there, what I'm able to do is actually straight up from Claude Code, I'm able to upload this new list right into my client's LEM list because I have an API connected. I have their account's API connected here in a Claude project, so that I can just upload a lead list directly to their LEM list. And I can even start and stop the campaign. So that's what's happening here in the LEM list tab in God mode. Here is the campaign for my client, and I can actually resume it and I can stop it whenever I want. So that's pretty cool, isn't it? Things are still a little bit difficult because I don't know actually even how much control I have with LEM list. I want more, Because right now, to make other kinds of changes, I got to ask her to do it, or their VA has to do it, and it's a big hassle. It's a big pain. But still, this is easier than it's ever been. And let's make this happen, Captain. So let's get back to Claude. I don't know how good this is on a widescreen for vertical content. You know what I mean? Anyway, okay. Stop talking and get rolling. Now, okay, so we've got project here. Need to change the DM message for this campaign. Okay. So I'm going to give you a spreadsheet with all of the prospects that haven't received the message yet in Lemlist. So I need you to cross-reference that with the current outreach list, the current CSV that we have with all the prospects. And I'll give you the names for each. So, but I need you to create the outreaches again, just for the ones that haven't received it yet. And you'll know because you've looked at both of the spreadsheets and you're seeing, wherever there are duplicates, that means that those are people that haven't received the message yet. So we need to just update for those people. And I want to create a new CSV from that with the new message. And then once you do that, I want you to show me 2 examples of what that DM outreach looks like. And then from there, we're going to be able to upload this into that same campaign in Lemlist. So Michaela has already deleted those leads from the campaign. So we should be able to just upload these cleanly. Got it. Press enter. Any questions about any of this? All of you watching, you million people out there watching right now, any questions about any of this? Let me know. Drop a comment. This is real wobbly. I think I got to get a new table. A new table, because this table is very wobbly. Gonna orient yourself, Claude. Cool. What I should do is maybe put this in the center so that when we're creating clips, this will be the center. I've got this ultra wide screen. What's going on here? All right, so I need to tell Claude which okay, I'm just going to tell you exactly which ones we're actually working off of, which is going to be this list. This is the list that we've most recently worked on, : and this is the list that you need to cross-reference with everyone who hasn't received an invitation yet, : You know, it'd be cool. What if we had a bot? Oh, we specialize in promoting Twitch channels. Please check out our website, peakpie.com. Awesome. That must be a bot. That's pretty cool. What if you had a bot that just went to live Twitch channels where nobody's watching, and then they say, hey, like it knows that there's nobody watching. And then they put that spam message in there. It could be cool. Row. Michaela Flowing Founder, round 2. This is the CSV I want. This oops. Only icebreaker A. What is up with this message? This was not good. Oh, Jesus. Paul's great with you. I made you an invitation for the Flowing Founder Masterclass. Okay. Well, yeah, we need to change this message. So let's see what's going on. Got it. Overlap between the two. Those ones I regenerate new copy. Before I touch anything, let me inspect the actual message text in both files so I understand exactly what the message currently looks like. I also need to give you the new message. A and B. It shouldn't. Why is B still going? Why is B still going? No control. This is not good. This is not good. I need to be able to look in this campaign. Like, this is not good enough. I need to have access to every client's LEM list. You need to actually be in there, because making these changes is just not, like, every little change, I need to rely on somebody else to make this change for me. And it's not good. It takes too much time. And there's stuff when you're running 3 or 4 of these campaigns, it's like you can't keep track of exactly what's going on in each one. It's no good. I really need to have full, I need to be able to see everything. Let's just ask. I need to be able to see more in all of my clients' Lemlist campaigns, but specifically right now in Michaela's Lemlist campaign. Like, I need to know, is there a version A and a version B running right now? I need to know what the sequence looks like. Like, right now, all we see, nothing's even showing right now. It's not showing the total, how many people are contacted, replied. It's like, how much can I see? Specifically, I need to be able to see in Michaela's campaign what the sequence looks like. Like, is there a message A? Is there a message B? What else can you put into God mode right now that's going to give me complete visibility of the campaign? Press enter. All right, so let's see what Hermes can do here. I need to see more in Lemlist. I want to be able to see everything about this campaign for my client straight from God mode. I don't want to have to, because I can't go into Lemlist. So if I want to make changes, it's just so difficult to make any kind of change because I don't know exactly what's in there, and I have to bother the client or their VA or whatever that is. But I want to see how much can I get from the Lemlist API? How much can I get that into God mode right now? Let's figure it out. Let's see what Hermes can come up with. Just don't understand why are there two. All right. So let's see. Now I have the full picture. Here's what's broken, what I'm going to fix. Running status, maybe sequence. Now fix the front end. 3 things to do. All right. I hope that this is going to show all this stuff. That would be a miracle. That would be a miracle. In the meantime, maybe we don't need this right now. Put this over here. Move Hermes over here. We can get back to this over here. Meantime, I want to check this out. Okay, so Weigh In Video. This is an app I want to try. So it enables everyone to integrate AI-powered video processing into their automation workflows, built to process videos of all length, da-da-da-da-da. Okay, great. So the big idea here is not only can I do AI clipping, find the right moments. Oh my God. Wow. Not only can I find the right moments, but I can make this a part of what I do, part of my workflow. I'd like to see some examples here. Man, I think these guys are like a brand new app. I mean, at the same time, it makes me think, can I just build this myself? I mean, the parts that I'm thinking would be difficult are like the AI clipping part. I mean, what's cool about apps like Descript and probably this is that it's like moving things for me. You know, it's taking my two video clips and it's moving one on top and moving the other one on the bottom, which is cool. So I'm not sure if that's easy enough to build or if it's worth it just to get this. I really don't know. Like, it's something I'm figuring out. How easy is it to build these apps that I'm building? I mean, obviously it can't be that easy, and these people have big teams and all this around this. But what are people saying about this app? Oh my God, I don't want to open up Discord. Okay. Anyway, let's see what God Mode got back for us. Thanks to Hermes. Let us see. Let's go to Lemlist. Loading clients. What are we going to get? Loading, 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 loading. Come on. Invited 16. What does that mean? I'm getting a message. Variant B. Okay. So this is better. Replied 34, invited 15. What does that mean? Running. Oh boy. So this is not the accurate variant A. Only 399 cents. That's not, can't be true. Ended. Oh my God. This is not good. This is scaring me. How accurate is this? So, ooh, I just had an idea. So if I'm just like talking about what's going on with these campaigns, then again, I can pull the transcripts and I can use this as data, and it's like a log of everything that's going on. Ain't that crazy? So I think I've said this before, but heard of this guy use a live mic just like all day, every day. He's recording stuff, recording audio, and it's transcribing, it's giving data. So it's kind of what I want here. Now it looks like what's happening is this is refreshing very often. Like too often, like it's wanting to update the campaign, but it's not really necessary. Okay, this is a concern. So I'm seeing John's dashboard, and what I'm seeing is that the campaign is ended and only 500 have been sent. So what's going on? If that's true, is that this problem that my client is not looking at the campaign? It means again that I have to do this. Okay. So, okay, I got distracted. Okay. So that's fine. I mean, we're just going to update A, and I'm just going to re-upload the list. I mean, B is paused. So does that mean that only A is going to send? If I don't understand why B is even there. I thought we started a new campaign. Let's ask Lemlist. Just ask real quick. It's a great AI chatbot, by the way, that literally tells you everything. It's very helpful. Good job, Lemlist, on your chatbot. Does a great job. What do you want to achieve? What the heck is this? It's a new Lemlist feature. This is like it's like I was just talking about it being a great chatbot, and now they're turning their homepage into like Claude. What is this? Copilot. Wow. Ooh, analyze my campaigns, find improvements, check my domain health and deliverability. So yeah, Lemlist, I rave about Lemlist all the time. To all my clients, everyone I talk to about doing automated DM outreaches, connection campaigns, email campaigns, all that. It's a great app. And now they've introduced a kind of Copilot here. And now this home screen, it used to be this big dashboard with all sorts of stuff. And now it looks like a homepage for Claude, which is very interesting. So we got this Copilot here, which is interesting. So something to consider out there, people. DM Lemlist or DM outreaches, check out Lemlist and see what's going on here. They're always putting out new features. Love that. And I need to dig into this sometime. Start with an idea, outreach. So very much more, rather than I need to like search all the different buttons to find out what to do, it's using natural language to say, hey, here's what I want to do. And then Lemlist is going to give you, it's going to push you in the right direction. Very interesting. So anyway, we need to ask. If I have a campaign that's being A/B tested, and the CSV that's associated with the leads that are going out, there's a version A and a version B there. You know, I have icebreaker A, icebreaker B as a custom variable. If the icebreaker B, you know, the B version of the A/B test, if that gets paused, then will every single lead still go out and get version A? Press enter. Okay, cool. Once B is stopped, that split ends. A becomes the only version sent. Okay, cool. Now let's go here. Okay, so we just need to change the icebreaker A DM. The ones for B can stay the same, but what's actually happening is that icebreaker B is paused. So nobody's going to get that anyway, but we should probably still have it there in the CSV to not complicate things for lemlist. So we're just going to change version A for this new CSV I gave you. And the following is what the message needs to be, colon. What the hell? That is not even what I copied and pasted at all. Jeez. Okay, boom. Okay, so we've got a new message. What we're trying is something more natural. We're trying a message that from being shorter to more customized to more generic, but more in the voice of the client. I think this is going to work better, but honestly, what I think is going to work even better is just having no message, just straight up more like, hey, I made you a personalized invite, check it out. But let's see if this is going to work, because who knows, we got to test. So let's make sure. Right now we're just going to give this message to Claude. This is like the example. Everything's going to be the same. And we're just going to swap out the links and the first name. So let's tell that here. All right, so this is the message. So all you're doing is putting in the correct name and link for the prospect. So as you can see, everything else, there isn't anything else that's variable. It's just a generic message. Press enter. Okay, what else were we working on? Oh yeah, we're also looking at the Waymoo video stuff. Okay, let's put this over here. Let's put this over here. That's why we have a widescreen. This isn't telling us much. Is this going to be better than Opus? Does Opus have an API? Be an interesting question. Going back to the video workflow project, does Opus Clip have an API, or does Descript have an API? I mean, what I want is, we've got all these podcast episodes or whatever, so I want to be able to create clips, where I give the podcast episode where I'm on the left side of the screen, my guest is on the right, and I want to automatically be able to make clips where like I'm on the top, the other person's on the bottom, captions get added, an AI clip generator that's automatically seeing what the best, most interesting parts are. So I'm wondering like how difficult that is. Like, And I want to be able to make that part better and better. You know, that's the whole point of putting everything into God mode where I'm controlling it, is I can improve everything. I can improve the types of clips that that the AI is selecting. I can improve the captions for each clips. It seems like I could do that easier. I haven't really been able to see that in Opus or Descript, where I'm making the language better and better. And I figure we can do that because you're Hermes and you have my brand voice Bible and that, and you have Claude. So anyway, that's what I'm thinking. Is that possible? Are there APIs for other apps? There's also this app here that I see called Wayin Video, and it's all one word, WAYIN, and then video. That I really liked the idea because it's saying, hey, we've got an API. So, but I don't know if it's the best actual software app to use. So what do you think? Press enter. That export schema is fine. One thing is we want to have that M dash in the message. So we need to make an exception in this case to keep the M dash. Press enter. Okay, let's see what Hermes is saying about, oh, so it looks like Hermes needs to do some thinking. Probably my agent is spinning up some sub agents to go figure things out about this API and all that. So let's see what's going on there. I need to, while this is going and you're seeing this, what I'm going to do is get this up screen and take a quick bathroom break. So let's do that. Wow. So Hermes is really exciting me right now. Oh boy. Here's a full picture. So we're talking about, can I create a video editing workflow where I'm dropping in a podcast and I'm having it, cut up the clips for me, add captions, have AI select the most interesting things and improve it over time and all that. And I asked, hey, well, should I get an API from Opus Clip or something, or can I just build this all on my own? How difficult is that? And now it looks like I have some options. There is the API, an Opus Clip API, or perhaps this Way in Video app, but also looks like this is something I could build all on my own. And so the question again becomes, do I want to build all this on my own? Or do I want to use an API and have some of it on my own? That is always the question. Let's see. Okay, let's get Michaela's thing going here though first. Okay. That's not what I said. I said the export schema is fine. I was not specific enough. Well, I think everything's good. Let's upload the list now to the campaign. And the only thing is I want to check and make sure that the formatting's correct and all that. Might be something we have to do, lemlist linked inside. So I've advised her to check on it soon. But yeah, I mean, all should be good. So let's just upload the list. Press enter. Yay. Getting hungry. Should eat a banana. Watch me pull a banana out of the ocean. All right. I'm uploading. Man, you gotta prioritize here. What do I want to do? Love this video flow. There's also the commenting. I also want to get the engage tab going. Let's do that. Let's just try it manually. So the thing with this engage tab is I like it. I like having all my clients in one place. But what I really want is to have a feed where I can comment. I can see their last post and I can comment on that last post directly in a feed here in God mode. And I want there to be an automatically generated AI comment that I can see and approve, because it can be based in my voice and I can improve it over time. Maybe apps can do that. The last I tried an app like Taplio wouldn't let me do that. What I don't like about Taplio is that they limited me on credits. It was something like 100 comments a month, or even maybe it was 500. It was probably like 500 comments a month, which is crazy. Like I'm trying to do 50 a day. So wasn't enough, for way too much money. So I wanted to make this. That being said, and I just thought about that. If I wanted to get an API for a different app, are they going to limit me on comments? They better not. So that's why I want to just build this myself, because I got to make more friends. I want to make more friends. It means I got to comment more, network more, talk to more people. So that's the whole point of this. So I'd like it to all be here in a feed. Right now, at least I can go to their profile. There's like a link. But still, I'd like this to be more of like maybe spreadsheet based. You know, I don't need tabs like this. I just want to be able to click, open, click, open, click, open. So that's what we're working on here. Hold on. Oh my God. Did she pause the campaign? I Oh my God. Okay, so let's do a test here. If I can unpause this campaign. Now I got to get Hermes to change the interface here because I can't see it. Okay. Herms. That's one thing about this. I got all these different projects going on in Hermes in a single chat. All right, we got to go back to the Lemlist campaign here real quick. So for Michaela's, or in my Lemlist tab in God mode, and there needs to be a scroll bar for all of the clients, but especially Michaela, because there's a campaign at the bottom I can't see because I can't scroll. Press enter. Oh boy, oh boy, 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 boy. More banana. Let's just eat more bananas. That was smart. Okay. Load. Oh, cool. Um, cool. Resume. We need to upload the leads into this campaign, colon. I tried to hit resume on the round 2 Flowing Founder Workshop, June 5th, 2026 copy campaign for Michaela, but it just refreshed the page and it still says pause. So I don't think the resume button is working. Press enter. Don't follow directions. People don't follow my directions. Oh my God. Okay. Next thing we're going to do after this is give some comments. Let's just see how the flow works to inspire me to get that going. But what do we want to do first? Probably the content, I'd say. Stick with the manual. You can stick with the manual commenting for now with this still better system in God mode. And I really want to get the video workflow done. We got to get more content out. So I should probably just shoot a video here quickly as well. You know what? I could do that. We shoot a video live and then we can, upload it. I still don't really like the way that the text looks from Yap, from Orion. I don't like the caption style. Definitely want it to be nicer. Maybe that's something we can get from an API. Or I can just ask Hermes, like, hey, how can we have a nicer caption text? So let's do that. Uh-oh. Should be okay. Uh-oh. The Lemlist tab is refreshing too often. Like probably once an hour is good enough. Hit set, hit enter. Guess I have to say press enter. I can't say hit enter. I wonder if StreamYard has an API. What would I need that for? I would need it so that whenever I do a live and it ends, the transcript goes straight into the vault, to Obsidian. Oh my God. Lemlist. Race myself. Da, 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 da. What is that? Oh, Supergrow as a tool for LinkedIn growth. Figure out how to use it and whether it fits into lead gen content strategy. Build a content bank, one central place for all videos, posts, and copy. Auto updates whenever a new video is made. Cool. Ooh, that does need to go into God mode because once Orion gets video, transcribes, or whatever, there should be another tab that's like content bank. And what it's going to have, it's going to have the post ID for each platform it goes out to. It's going to have the copy all in one place. God mode. Vedant? Who is that? Booking calls without even trying. Look at this. Who's this person? Vedant? Something, something. For the king? Diocati. Diocati? No, dude. No. No, dude. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that, dude. No, dude. We're not gonna do that. Okay. Let's get rid of this. Okay. Where are we at? We uploaded yet? Where are we at? Is everything uploaded yet? Press enter. Okay. I guess we can start commenting. That would be fun. I want to get rid of some stuff. This was interesting data. I'd love to have you on the show, John. Oh. Okay, let's try this out a little bit. unless this is done. Is this done? No. Let's try out my engagement feed. So what, we click here. And it's not even going to take me to the most recent post, which is what it has to do. Reposted. The same destructive cycle. So what I want, like, I want to get this post ID. Copy link to post. No post scraped yet. So we got to bring this back to manual mode. Okay. Okay, going to the Engage tab. So yeah, let's go to the manual mode for now. Let's go to the manual mode for now. And what we got to do though, can you make it so that the link to each of these people's profile is to the activity feed? You probably can't do to the most recent post, but if you can, do that. But yeah, right now when I click the arrow to go to a profile for each person in the engagement feed, it just goes to their like main profile, but it needs to go to the activity feed. That'll make things fast. Also, there's no place right now to put the copy for the post or any button to generate any kinds of AI comments, because we're probably still in this old mode of it being automated, but we need to go back to the manual kind of mode. If you don't know what I'm talking about, search our chat from last night. Press enter. And one more thing, I don't want this cards look. I mean, I don't mind the cards look, but I want it to be like each person has their own line rather than there be this grid view of like, yeah, just like, 4 people at the top and then 3 rows down or whatever as a grid view. I want just one person per line. More of like an activity feed kind of view. Mad damn for what I've done, embrace myself. Cool. All right, so first time using my new engagement feed. Right now, the way that it's working is we're going to be able to we're going to click this feed button to go to each client's activity feed. We're going to copy the most recent post and I guess click comment. And then we should be getting some AI generated comments there. And I'm going to be able to, adjust it and then also improve these comments. That's the idea. I don't know exactly how this is going to work yet. Let's try it out. Okay, so feed. This page doesn't exist. Great start. Great start. Probably because there's two slashes here. Yeah, okay. You made a mistake in that you put 2 forward slashes where there shouldn't be 2. So I'll give you the example of what you did. But it should be like this, colon. Update for all of the prospects and for all future ones. Press enter. Okay, let's see how the rest looks. So we're going to go here, copy. We're going to click comment. Okay. Add that, generate comments. So I just already know these are horrible. Way too specific. I just want them to be like short, very short and generic. Like that's how I would normally comment anyway. But short and generic, maybe one tiny little point of something. But let's see the question. Which way is the So like I hate rhetorical questions. I never want rhetorical questions. I would never say locked in. You need to get rid of the M dashes. So what I'm going to do is I have my brand voice Bible as a part of this. So I need to make sure that the brand voice Bible is always referenced. I'm always worried about memory in Hermes and Claude. I don't quite understand like how much can it remember always, like for this app, for God mode, creating this. Like I always want it to reference those 2 things, but I don't want it to have to load it every time. So how do I improve the memory? That's a question for us. Oh, by the way, when you're reading this transcript, I don't even know what to call you, because Hermes is just the outside, Claude's the inside. Do I call you God? Like, what's my overall person that I want to call you? I don't know. Whatever. So when you're reading this, also be making notes of, I want like a note summary of what are the things that we can be improving with our AI processes. Like, give me a summary of those things. What are some new opportunities that are for what I'm talking about that I missed that I could be thinking about? What are some new insights of things we can use to create for content? So stuff like that. Anyway, let's choose number 2. What happens? So I choose number 2, and now, whoa, post via API? What is going on? So I can click it, and now I can choose edit before posting. That cycle you're describing works in the same way, Let's say like for coaches and consultants. Most are either all in or all out. Best to get comfortable with uncertainty and do it anyways, is what I think. Thanks for the inspirations. Ooh, I wish I could tag. Oh well. And then I usually add an emoji. So posts earn optional for API posting. Paste from LinkedIn URL if you want to post via API. What is that? I'm not sure what that means right now. We tried to get an API working. Post the earn.li activity. Not sure what that means. We'll just say copy to clipboard. Save to training bank. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. Save to training bank. So I can say it the way that I have it. And let's do this too. So this is amazing. Being able to train my agent on how I create comments so that actually when it says to go post a comment, it's actually going to sound like something I'm going to say. That is so cool. So, okay, let's do that. C, paste what you actually posted. V, save to training bank. I wonder where that goes, but now let's copy to clipboard. And let's go to Anne. Let's love it. Let's comment. And I wish I could tag from, that would be like the API needs to get in there. Comment. Oh, and then the other thing I want to add here now is I want to I want to check comment posted, and maybe it has the date, something like that. Okay. So another thing we need to add is a way to keep track of the people I've already commented on and the date that I commented on them. So I think what's happening is pretty sure every day at 6 a.m. Well, actually, we don't have that yet. We don't have it so that every day, we're running a process to fetch their posts. We don't quite have that yet. We're thinking about getting an API to do that. That might be the only way. But anyways, for now, I still want to know when was the last time I posted on, the last time I commented on this person. So perhaps when, after I post a comment and I posted a comment, like say after, or maybe I just click a button where it says, maybe there's an extra button here where it says posted or something. And then I click that button and then it says, and then it lets me know that I already posted. And then it has the date as well. So I'm not sure if it should just stay like that and it just has the date, or is it something that resets every day? I mean, because what if I don't go and post again? Or what if I don't do engagement a couple days in a row? So maybe it just says last time I posted, and then I have to see. I'm not sure. I don't know. What do you think about that? Press enter. Cool. Okay, cool. Let's check out the new engagement feed here, where I've got all my current clients, and I want to just be able to more easily check out their latest post, um, comment on it, and then keep track. And we're going to use have an AI comment generator that is going to get better and better over time, because I'm going to be training my AI comment generator to sound like me more and more, which is awesome. And then, yeah, I'll be able to support my people. So here we go. I already actually did Ann. So let's start with Bob, see what he's got going on. First, let's go to the feed. Oh, he still messed up this. Still messed up the link. Come on. I already told you. I told you to fix that link. You didn't fix the link. Let's fix the link. Come on, Hermes. The link for their activity feed still isn't fixed. So there's an extra /. I'll show you where. Press colon. So after, at the end of their LinkedIn profile address and before the recent activity, there's 2 / right now. There should only be 1 /. So change that for all the, all of my people in the engagement tab, and make sure it's correct for all future additional people as well. Press enter. Okay, gotta focus. Gotta make a task here. Oh yeah, I need to be able to add tasks to God mode, my priority tasks. Like what are the tasks? Agency operations, lead generation, content branding. stuff is cool, but I need like a running task list, not based on, can I like categorized? I mean, I guess I like it categorized, but I want like a running feed. Instead of the priority tasks, it needs to be like a running feed of tasks. So much to do, so much to build, so much fun to be had. Oh, we have so many things to do. Ugh. We done? Okay, cool. We need to add 2 tasks. One, you need to remind me to change the time for the call with Melissa Smith. Remind me of that in like 2 hours. And then the other task you need to add is in the operations tab of God mode. On the left side, I want a chronological task list. So I do like the feed that's in the middle that's categorizing tasks by department, basically, but I also want a running feed of a task list that has the most recent ones at the top that I can just scroll through. So it's almost like, ooh, so maybe it's like this. In the middle, there is the categorized task list. On the left is a chronological task list. And then I also want a section for reminders where it's like, remind me to do this at a certain time. So, there's a separation. We have like a task, and that's chronological, and there's tasks for department, but then we also have a reminders list. That's going to remind me about whatever I ask you to. And is there a way that you can actually connect that as a notification on, it could be a notification through Telegram. Can you connect that to something else on my Mac though? Press enter. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, let's try this again. We're going to do it in clip mode. Okay, so round 3 of here is my new engagement feed. We've got all of my current clients listed here. The idea is that I want to be commenting on their posts every day because I want to support them, and that's important. And then get reciprocal commenting as well, so we can build and grow together as a team. So what I want this to do eventually is have a feed here that has all their latest posts automatically fetched, and I can have an AI comment generator pop up and respond that here. So most of that is actually done here. The only part that isn't is the fetching of the posts. That's some kind of special thing with an API that you have to be a marketing partner with LinkedIn to get, as far as I know, as far as the research and the 5 hours I spent on this yesterday. But anyway, so for now, let's see how this works. So first, I've already done and, so let's go to Bob. Let's click feed. All right, cool. We're in the activity feed. This is going to be a great question for me to help actually answer. So I'm going to take the post. Let's go to comment. Let's paste the post. Let's generate comments. So this is going to generate based on my voice, my brand voice Bible, and the messaging Bible. But what I'm actually going to be able to do is improve these comments more and more over time. So let's see. Let's pick one that they have now. I'm just going to pick this one. So now I can edit before posting. And then we're going to be able to, so it says save to Training Bank, but shouldn't yet. Maybe after I edit it. Before you trouble, I diagnose whether your LinkedIn network actually wants a newsletter or if they were just subscribing because it was convenient. So let's do this. Just add a little bit. Just add a That's kind of how I would say this kind of thing. Before you troubleshoot Substack, nobody from LinkedIn subscribes. I used to have a simple sign up on my website. We get lots of subscribers from LinkedIn. Not anymore. Are you done with newsletters? Is it just mine that doesn't appeal to you? Is there something about Substack you're not into? Help me understand. By the way, if you're interested, I mean, honestly, I just need to put my own opinion here. My thinking is that subscribing to Substack, okay, actually, so I'm going to speak this. My thinking is that one, a lot of people don't use Substack. So they're thinking, well, I'm going to subscribe and I never go to Substack anyway. So I'm never going to see Bob's newsletter. And so they think that. And probably why your old newsletter worked is because it goes to email and people think, well, I'm going to get to see this in my email. And that's where I live every day. Cool. So for some reason it says save to Training Bank. What? And I just click away and it goes away? That is frustrating. Oh, what I can do, I can go back to Whisper Flow. That's crazy. And it just goes away. So that's something I got to fix. It just because I click away, it just goes away. Yeah, it's not cool. Thank you for Whisperflow for saving all of my stuff. So, but what does it even matter if it says it's already saved to Training Bank? Let's try it with Jeff. Oh my God. Comment, generate. Okay, so we got to fix that. Hey, but what I can do is I'll actually just leave this. Bob's getting a lot of. All right, let's put in my 2 cents here. Some more Troll's worth. Okay. Let's fix this. I actually want to be able to say the reminder to you here in Telegram, and you just automatically update the feed in God mode. Press enter. So on the engagement feed, a couple things. One is that for all the new people we're trying to create comments for, it says like that the training has already been submitted, even when I go to new people. So I'm not able to input new comments that I create for new training data for each person. And also I want, like, for when the person's name pops up, that the only way to close that box is if we like click an X in the top right corner of the box. Because right now, if I click away anywhere on the screen, everything goes away. Like the comment goes away, all the progress I made in that window goes away, and I have to redo everything. So I want it to just stay there unless I actually click a box to close it. Press enter. Whoops. All right, I think it's time to end the stream here. Can work on the video stuff today, but I'm sure we'll be working on it tomorrow. Later.